Hello folks, welcome back. Just got back from seeing Chili Peppers in London, which was awesome. So it's quite timely because all these patrons voted for this last month. So we're doing, by the way, obviously, by Red Hot Chili Peppers. I found an isolated guitar track for this one, so I think it's pretty bang on. And I noticed something in it as well. There's a spring reverb that he uses, quite a wet spring reverb. So signal chain, you're going to need a wah pedal, but only as a filter, and that might get tricky. I'm using the Clean Machine to boost my tone, and then I've got a Walrus Audio reverb just set to a spring setting. So my clean tone is like that, right? Pretty clean. With the Clean Machine settings, it just goes into John territory, right? And for that, compared with just my amp, the amp tone sounds great until you put that on, and then you're like, oh, that's better, huh? So that's that part, right? Then, for the next part, certainly on the album version anyway, you hear a spring reverb, which sounds like this. You know, it might even be springier than that, but still, that gets you there. And I'm using the Ibanez WH10 because it's got a filter setting. So what John does is he puts it on, just turns it on and leaves it in toe position. It's a really nice tone, so just worth spending a bit of time on that. So the intro, funnily enough, is I thought it was, but that's the bass, that root note. So John's mainly playing single notes throughout this. So we have 10th fret for 2 bars. Then you move up to the 8th fret. I'd use my 3rd finger here. Like that. Because you're going to be moving about and doing adjacent notes on different strings. So, the first 8 bars. Then we go to the 10th fret on the D. I mean, you could use your 1st finger there. Then he starts doing double stops. So again, and here I'm fretting that. You see where I'm fretting that 10th note there? I'm not using the tip of my finger. I'm using the tip of my finger on the next string down because that's where I'm going to next, okay? So you might want to do that. Whatever's comfy. A little slide there to the 7th fret. And there, if you really care, this is exactly what he plays. The 8th note, he plays a double stop, 7/7, and then 6 more. 5/5, then down to the 3rd fret for a bar. 5th fret here. And as you dig in, notice how that lifts the distortion ever so slightly. Brilliant, love that. So again, we have 3rd fret. I'm using my little finger there. You could go to, double stop using your 3rd. And there's a little, incidental muted note when you go to the. And while you're doing that, you can get ready with your feet. So you can add the reverb and then click on the wah, right? For the last few. That gets you into the right tone. Then we've got this verse part, right? You're going to do 7 of these. I would aim to be around here because you're going to be doing that, right? 12th fret. So I would mute all the strings here. So we've got, and I have tabbed like the 2nd to 5th there. But I would actually aim for just the top 4, to be honest, really. Don't know why I tabbed those. Never mind. So we've got 16th notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, 7 of those, and then you're going to do... That is... Okay, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So down, up, 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 up. So you're going to hit that 13th note on the B, on the upstroke. But the rest are all still muted, okay? So you've got to be able to mute the strings around it. You don't want to be hearing other notes, right? You've got to just get the 13th fret in there cleanly with, you know... Notice they're all muted all around that. You're only going to hear the 13th note. Then we go... So that's a D minor. Okay? That's the top part of it. And the rhythm pattern changes. So we've got... Down, up, down, up, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. That's it. You play it 3 times. And then you got that fill. Like that. Then you go round again. 3 more. This time... You just stay on that for, 16th notes for a whole bar, okay? Then you're into the chorus part. And he stays with the same tone in the chorus. So you get this. But I'm going to turn off the wah just because in the mix it sounds great. But on its own, it does sound a little harsh. But that is the tone that he's got on that track. So, I mean, to your ears, you'll be thinking that's better. But yeah, that's what he uses. I'm going to leave the spring reverb on as well. So again, let's go for the chords. We've got an F. I'm using thumb over the top there. C. D minor for 2 bars. F, C, A minor, B flat. That's it. I've tabbed the first time round anyway, pretty much exactly the rhythm pattern that he uses, if you care about it. So the F would be... Okay, down, down, up, down, down, whack, whack. I would just use this as a guide, though. He never plays it the same way twice. It's just, a similar flavour. You're going to change to the C on the 7 hand. All right, but then you're going to play... You're going to play that. So down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, down, whack, whack. Okay, then we go to the D minor. That's the first beat of the 3rd bar. Similar to the first bar in rhythm. Like that, okay, so down, down, up, down, down, up, down. Up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down. Whack, whack. Okay, again, I wouldn't get too hung up on this. Back to the F. And that's the last 4 bars, right? Again, slowly. Slight difference in rhythm, but it's... And then 1. Then you go back into the first section. That part, right? This is pretty much it now in terms of riffs. There's a variation when the intro comes in again. When you go to all that stuff, right? You're going to go to this. That's the only variation. He goes straight to the double stops when he goes to that part in the second half of it. Then you've got that. That is the bass fill part. So you've got 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, and then that basically. Rest. That rhythm. Rest. That's it, basically. Then you go into that again. That bit, which I've called section A, verse part. Then the chorus 3 times. Partway through, it does actually clean up. I don't know how it sounds on the actual album, but it does actually. All the wah and the reverb comes off after 2 times, I think. Oddly, just something I noticed. And then you're just going to go around it. So it goes like that. So when you go to the B, you're still strumming around, so like that. And then the ending comes off the last part. And then you go to the D minor. So, yeah, A minor. It slows down towards the end. So that last part would be... And you're done. Hope you enjoyed that one. See you soon.